So for A16, things are going to be a little bit different. We're going to try something a little bit different. I'm kind of banking on Tynan not releasing another update for quite some time. And even if he does, he made changes to how RimWorld's updating through Steam, because obviously I'm playing how I said I wouldn't be. So I'm logged in through Steam, because the last game I played where I used the offline version and straight up mods from the forums, things didn't go so well there either, but that was probably salvageable. So I just went ahead and removed the A15 series that I started, and well, that was uploaded to YouTube and everything, and just ended it. It was about a week later, 16 came out. I've messed around with it a little bit. And I'm at least familiar with the new features, because we played a little bit of vanilla, but I went back through the workshop. Actually didn't take too long to get a decent amount of mods up. Assuming that there are no issues that are going to make this just not work, I will release the workshop mod list along with my mod configuration file. There's quite a few. The only thing I regret not being able to get, and which still will be updated, but who the fuck knows when it's going to be, is miscellaneous mobile artificial intelligences and the robots. So unfortunately we won't have any DJ Roombas rolling around. And I mean, hey, you never know, that could update, and I can't remember off the top of my head if those mods, if you can add those to games already started, or if you have to start new saves entirely. Either way, we'll figure something out. I am bringing back the bionics that are included with the, is it Glitter World? I think it's Glitter World mod, or Glitter Tech. The Glitter Tech mod. For the past couple versions, I played with the Glitter Tech mod, but no surgeries, because some of them overlap with EPOE. They don't actually cause problems with each other, but some of them have the same names, and the Glitter Tech body mods they're pretty insane. So it's been a while since I played with those. We're going to play with those this time, especially with who's going to be involved. Either way, let's get this ball rolling. Already customized a lot of different things in getting prepped for this, so setup shouldn't take as long, but still just sitting here talking. Our scenario is going to be pretty simple. It's just going to be one person. They're going to be arriving by standing there, because fuck drop pods when it comes to starting. And I'm actually going to be starting off as a new tribe. So we will basically start off with only 3 technologies researched, and they're the most basic of technologies. I also have another mod installed so that as we research things, we will go up in our tech level, so we won't be stuck in Neolithic like the entire game. We'll eventually get to Spacer. Well, I don't know. We may or may not. There's a lot of things I'm hoping for, and we may or may not get. As usual, I am a fan of Accipiter Hysteric. Not that it matters too much, because we may be a little nomadic at the start of this. Maybe. Let's see. What else? Oh, we always got to start off with Cyborg Jesus, but this is more of like the Cyborg Jesus. I think he's going to even put LaShonda to shame. And I think it's only it's only proper that we go with something a little bit more original, I guess. I do have a mod pack installed for some Warhammer stuff, even though I fucking hate Warhammer. There's some pretty neat things that you can do with some of the mods. Like, I know there's some like weapons and armor and stuff you can get, but there's also defensive turrets that you can construct that are themed in that game, and I really want to try those out. But it also comes with an AI storyteller, Urlach Agar. But I don't understand what the half this shit says, because I can't read Warhammer 40k. So, Accipiter Hysteric is where we're going. Just rough. We're going to want 100% global coverage. And I've played a lot with the rainfall and temperature sliders. I think we'll just go normal on both. Even though you can get like desert planets and ice planets. Thing is I'm actually going to want quite a bit of variety for this game, instead of just like a complete frozen tundra. Though one of our next ones may be on something like a desert planet, because it looks like the extreme deserts were beefed up a little bit. I was able to find some that go up to like 80 degrees Celsius, which still isn't as drastic of some locations as we played, but it's still a lot better than what I used to see before. The highest I used to see was probably 50 degrees Celsius. That's pretty much it. Complete global coverage. I think you're forgetting the saturation word. Saturation. Yeah, I mean, Beam could change their mind anytime on any of that stuff. I mean, all they really need is just staff to go around and look, and if they see something like that, they can just shut it off like they can do pretty much anywhere else. I haven't really looked around too much, like if there's a way to hide your stream from being displayed on their front page, but I imagine they'll have something like that if they don't already. Water turrets, Melta turrets. I honestly forget the name of the turrets, but Bolter. Yeah, bolter turrets. I have no idea. They just look Warhammer 40k-ish or Warhammer-ish. Whatever. Well, the thing about hitboxes, they don't have any obligation to shut that sort of thing down unless it's like explicit copywritten content. They just don't want it up, I guess. Hello, Steel. So anyways, sadness. Yes, let's generate world sadness. Well, that's the fun thing. I don't really have to learn much. I can just watch Grimmith, because he switched there. I don't know about all the interactivity gimmicky shit, like playing games and the soundboard thing. But the lower the chat delay, the better. And it's kind of hard to beat 0.2 milliseconds. Or it'd just be like, what, 0.2 seconds? Because it wouldn't be 0.2 millisecond. Right? Right. Hey, Siren. Hey, we have a world. A beautiful world. Filled with a bunch of dicks that we gotta go chop down. Got a northern ice cap, southern ice cap, great places for evil layers. Though, our friend Dickbutt is probably going to be dropping in somewhere a little bit more favorable towards things living. So I don't know how many of you guys have seen the ice sheet setups, but oh boy, we only had those before. If only LaShonda could see the ice sheets that we've got now. Wait, that's actually sea ice. I take that back. It was sea ice, because she was always on the ice sheet. Let's see. Where do we want to go? Could start somewhere relatively friendly. Hell, there's even extreme deserts here, but see what I mean? The hottest the summer gets is 32 degrees Celsius. That's not an extreme desert. Get that shit out of here. Sea ice means absolutely nothing. Though the coldest temperature we're going to be grabbing up here is probably like negative 58. Maybe even the same for the southern side. Yeah. See, if there was an ice planet, we could get it up much higher, or down much lower than that. So, it's kind of unfortunate because there's not too many places on this planet that are particularly hostile, but it's balanced enough to get a little taste of everything, even though these extreme deserts still make me sad. I guess having 26 degrees Celsius as a winter temperature is still whatever. But we have to choose a place to settle. Now, as you can tell, there's a variety of different factions that we can interact with. I would like to choose a relatively open place to be able to interact with many of them. Somewhere down here looks pretty good. Because trying to cross mountains is hell. It takes quite a while to do so. Even somewhere down here may be nice. But at least like variety too. I don't even know what faction this is. Contingent Lambda. That's kind of worrying. I did have a Half-Life 2 pack installed, but it was giving me some major problems. I had to remove it. Though I don't believe... No, actually, now that I think about it, it did include factions. Oh, well. I'm liking this down here. Let's see, we've got some Soviets. I don't know. I think this is a medieval city. We've got the agency down here. Who's this? Filers. Those must be scavengers or whatever the hell they're called. Colonial Marines. Warhammer cunts. Dart Army. And then we have just like, oh, the Orion installation. The Gunmen faction base. More the Gunmen. And we've got temperate forests down here. We start off on the side of a mountain. You know, I actually don't think we can... Yeah. Impassable terrain type. I don't think we can settle in those. We'd have to drop down to a mountainous range. Summer temperature 23 degrees. Winter 3 degrees. So it doesn't actually get to freezing. Growing period is from the 1st of spring, the 11th of fall. Sandstone and limestone. Fans of only having a couple of those at a time. Got access to all these groups up here. These groups down here. Got a couple up north of us as well. These guys are building into the side of a mountain. Oh yeah, and by the way, embrasures. Thank the gods, embrasures. So, I think we'll settle at this temperate forest location right here. And by settle, I mean we'll start from here. Because I don't know how long we'll be sticking around. And then I don't know where we'll be moving, because there's not many... Won't be able to get over these islands to the south to get to the South Cap. It is a long way up north, too. It's going to be an adventure, though. Of course, we're going to prepare carefully. Already got some preset loaded. And here we have Hans Jorman Dickbutt, who was clone farmed. He was farmed from some ancient prehistoric DNA found on Earth long, long ago. I wonder whose it was. After he was released from his captivity, he became a mutinous captain and took over the ship he was stored on. He liquidated all of his assets, and now he is going to go take his own planet. Isn't that what he's used to? Also, by the way, Hans here is going to be beautiful, bisexual, and a psychopath. So he's pretty much going to... The idea is to have everybody to fall in love with him. But he's psychotic, which is going to come into play much later on once we start some cultish things. He's not going to have any clothes. He's going to be stark naked, butt naked, birthday suit, all that. But he's still going to stomp a mud hole in basically anything he comes across. He's more than an abnormal superhuman. The stats alone don't even cover the superhuman department when it comes to him. Oh no, he's he could make LaShonda blush with what he's got packing under the hood. Can't actually remember the last dick butt that had the glitter roll tech mods. But he's going to be naked. He's not going to be bringing anything with him, except for what's in his body. And something else I noticed, the last time I played around with this, I think it was in 15, was added a period of time that your body had to adjust to implants. Well, I think Tynan fixed it, so if you drop somebody in a new game with implants, they don't have to go through the that whole process and have their body reject implants that you already gave them, whatever. Robotic pelvis? No. I could have given him artificial pelvis, though. Pretty sure that hasn't happened before. And by hasn't happened, it most certainly has happened. Waking up groggy and naked, the descendant covered in freshly closed surgery incisions finds himself on the end of their one-way ticket. And after spending everything on survival mods and a trip to the furthest reaches of the stars, the time has finally arrived to claim this RimWorld for the royal bloodline. Their economic, spiritual, and military conquest, the first reign, is about to begin. And Jorman made it. And guess what? We've got some map rerolls to do. Who doesn't love those? Oh, map reroll, I missed you so much. I get so fucking triggered by those mountains that run north and south. It drives me fucking crazy. Well, I don't see... Honestly, I don't see how any streaming service's phone app actually works half decent. I've never used any myself, but... Oh, that's cool. I've never seen a centipede start on the map like that. Oh. The convenience! The convenience. How could you turn something like this down? Not only is there a building halfway into this mountainside, along with a bigger room right here, it looks like. There's several smaller rooms. But we've got our own little pond. 2 choke points. And if I want to be really cheap, I can probably roll a couple geysers in here. There's two right there. I think there's like 340 some odd mods that are updated, at least, to A16. Yeah, dev mode always works too. Certainly does. I think we'll be taking this. We really didn't even need a mountainous area, but Jorman's all naked and scared and alone. And I mean, he's got this centipede here. It's just wandering around, so I don't think we have to worry too much. Hey, a coon. It's a raccoon. Ah, yes. And we've got fresh music, too. Let's see, there's a bear, bunch of rabbits, ibex, ostrich, coons, rats, squirrels, timberwolf, tortoises, turkeys, boars. A lot of boars. Excuse me while I enjoy this. We'll do a little bit of a review of his bionics because we're going to need an explanation for this. But not now. Now we just relax and chop trees. Or we watch him chop trees. Because we're relaxing.